Why, hello there, lovely people. Welcome back to a new episode. Oh, no valid data. There we go. Of our VGC episodes. Anyways, we will get to what I'm seeing here. Let's see. I can't even remember that Pokemon's name up top right. That is bad. Garchomp, Tapu Lele. It looks like we got a Mudstale, Trevenant, and we also have a Politoed. It looks like it makes use of all the weather for the most part. So what I'm gonna do is I want to bring the Silvally. No, I'm gonna keep him in back. I kind of want to bring the Feeny along with Kartana, just for the fact that Kartana has a few good options against some of these Pokemon. I could bring the Muckin back, because the Muck does have Knockoff and Poison Jab, which is going to be good against 3 of those Pokemon. And Silvally, for the fact that it can... What does it have? It's got Ice Beam, which if it brings out the Hail, it'll get more powerful, which is going to be good against that Garchomp, the Mudstale. I have Thunderbolt, and I also have Flamethrower, which Flamethrower is going to be good against that Trevenant as well. So, I could have brought Porygon 2 for Trick Room, but I feel like I don't need it as much. So, anyways, I feel like it should be okay. Okay. For a moment I thought my DS was doing like the no valid data or wasn't showing up again. I was really concerned with that. I seem to always have some sort of issues. Wow, this is really... Hang on, guys. I didn't notice how out this was. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so... how am I gonna do this? Z Destiny Bond. Okay, Z Destiny Bond. So I think I'm gonna go for a Protect here. And I'm gonna do a switch into the Muck. I could honestly see a Z Destiny Bond coming in my way. That is the part that scares me the most. Because it seems like most of these ghost types, like Gengar, will have Z Destiny Bond. I'm going for Protect. So what is this gonna do? Frostlass? Spikes. Okay. Toxic. Alright. I'm not gonna go for the Moonblast. I'm actually gonna go for the Muddy Water. And I think I'm gonna try to go for a knockoff here into... Could go into the Frostlass, actually. Yeah, I think I'll do the Frostlass. Because it does have spikes. Politoed does have Toxic, but it's not like it can really do much to me anyways, seeing as my Mist is up. So... I didn't even know Frostlass could get spikes. Okay, it's going for Destiny Bond now. Politoed's going for Toxic. Muddy Water. So... That shouldn't kill. But accuracy drop on Politoed? I was hoping for an accuracy drop on Politoed. What did it have on it? Probably like Focus Sash? Is it gonna show what I knocked off at least? You see, now that's not a very good thing. My Muck is down, but good thing I brought Silvally in. I'll bring in the Kartana. Sent out Lele. Okay, it's hoping for a Toxic, is what's happening here. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Protect. And I'm going to try to take out this Toad. I don't really want anything getting Toxiced. Leaf Blade into the Politoed. I know Tapu Lele could really do some damage here, but I just don't want this accumulative damage to go down. Energy Ball. Okay. Leaf Blade into the Toad. I was gonna say, because if it does have, like, Perish Song or something, that would be something very horrible to try to deal with. And I get the Beast Boost. Alright, I know it does have Energy Ball, but it wouldn't be for me, though. I don't know how fast Tapu Lele is. So... But I did proc my Misty Seed, so I should be able to live that. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast here. And... just gonna go for a Smart Steel Strike. Kartana... I'm not exactly sure how useful it is anymore. Had a feeling. I'm faster than that. Garchomp. That Garchomp's of the bulky variety. Interesting. So it's a slower team. Okay, my attack raised. It's going for Fire Blast. Okay. Well, that's not... Oh, because the rain. Okay, so this is a win. I feel like this team wasn't too thought out on his part. Well, I should say because, well, he did bring Politoed in the beginning, I just kind of saved him. Alright, I'm just gonna go for, well, Leaf Blade's effective, we'll just go for the Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade will kill the Chomp. He seemed like he was a bulkier Chomp, a bulky special Chomp, which was very interesting. You really don't see bulk Chomp very much. I know back in the VGCs for X and Y, the very beginning, I actually ran a bulk Chomp. It was one of my favorite things to run. It was a bulk Chomp, it had Assault Vest on it, and I paired it next to Greninja at first because it had Map Block. And Map Block, mind you, helped because it was max speed, but then I had the bulky Chomp, who was basically all defensive with a little bit in attack, so that was awesome. I didn't mean to save the video. But anyways, we're gonna continue battling. We still have one more battle left to go, and that battle actually went pretty quick. Okay, we'll do the Elite Four. I don't think we do the Elite Four music much justice in this series, so... Oh boy, we have an interesting team composition here. I'm hoping by maybe Friday we can get a new team up, if not next week. I know I've been kind of busy with work, so it has been quite crazy at the moment, so hope you guys kind of understand. So anyways, we're waiting for an opponent, so I guess we'll just skip until we have an opponent. So I guess I'll see you guys in a sec. Never mind. We found Dicky. And her team is Oranguru, Pikachu. Yes, I want to do a Pikachu on my team. Torkoal, Lilligant. Torkoal, Lilligant, Arcanine. Okay. I see where this is coming now. Okay, so I'll bring the Muck. And I'll bring the Kartana. No, maybe I shouldn't bring Kartana out first. I think I'll bring... I think I'm gonna bring the Feeny. Oh, I'm like turning different colors. Because Feeny is gonna resist the Torkoal attack. I feel like Silvally wouldn't be so good in this. It does have Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Flamethrower. Well, actually, Flamethrower would be good in there. But I do have a chance to heal myself, which I feel like I'm gonna need in this. And I want to bring Porygon 2 and back. I know a lot of his Pokemon are slower, but I feel like Trick Room may kind of throw him out of whack a little bit. That and it's the bulk. The bulk is something that I need. I feel like it's going to be very useful if I just have more bulk on my team. Seeing as I did bring Silvally, which is a little bit bulkier, but he has options to kind of kill everything. Lilligant and Torkoal, like I thought it would lead. It might not go for the After You now, So, the after you eruption is what he's probably going to try to go for. Because what I'm going to try to do is... Because it might be like scarfed or something. My special defense did raise, which is going to help. So, that Lilligant shouldn't kill me right off the bat. And there's going to be no statuses. So I feel like a knockoff into this Torkoal is going to be good. And I'm going to go for a Muddy Water. Now the Muddy Water is to kind of help with an accuracy drop. And it's going to weaken that Torkoal. Because if it does the after you, my Feeny should be able to live. Oh, it's going for the Z. But I am a little bit bulkier. So depending on what it does... And I know my Muck is faster than the... My Muck is... Oh, Solar Beam. I'm not going to live this. Z Solar Beam. I feel like I'm not going to live this. Yeah, I was going to say, because I've never seen a Lilligant with a Z Crystal. Now, I knew I would be able to actually do damage to this Muck. Charcoal is taken out. It's going for Solar Beam too. Interesting. Well, this ain't gonna do much to me. No, because his Charcoal is gone as well. Solvally. I'm gonna bring the Solvally in here. I have Flamethrower. Mind you, I know I'm gonna be running a risk of being hurt. But now that I've seen that it's got a Z Crystal, Poison Jab into the Torkoal. I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower into that Lilligant. Powered with the Sun. It has a Z Crystal, so this should kill right off the bat. It's going for Solar Beam. Honestly, Solvally should be able to live this. So I'm not too worried. And it should be able to live one from Torkoal for sure. Alright, it's dead. It was a crit. Crit didn't even really matter. It was gonna kill either way. It was in the Sun. Now, if I can get a crit here, that's where it would really matter. Heat Wave. Okay, I might not be able to lift this with Solvally. Okay. Now, depending if it's Arcanine coming out, I have a base speed of 95 for Solvally, which is a little bit different. Right. So... he's going for the Intimidate. He'll probably end up trying to go for a Snarl or something, knowing him. I'm gonna do a switch into Porygon 2. And then I'm gonna try to go for a Z Parting Shot here. Against... Oh, I think I should go against that Torkoal. But I feel like this Arcanine may have something different up its sleeve. But I feel like the Torkoal would be better because it is doing Heat Wave. It'll do a little less damage. Now, depending on how slow this Arcanine is, I might be able to outspeed. So... And plus with that switch, Muck is going to get a little bit extra Snarl. Now, Solvally's going to live? Knew it! Freaking knew it. Oh, sorry. There we go. So, this is perfect. Now, Muck is in good hands to actually get some health back. Because if he does go for, like... If he ends up going for, like, a Heat Wave, my Pokemon are going to live this so much better. Attack fell, special attack fell. Comes back to me. Muck is getting health. And I know my Solvally's kind of done for at the moment. But I could outspeed one of his other Pokemon, depending. Because it seemed like his Pokemon were a tad bit slower. So I'm not too worried about this, actually. And I think I'm going to try to go for a knockoff onto that, whatchamacallit. And I can't get burnt at the moment, which is amazing. So, I think I'm going to go for a Tri-Attack onto that Torkoal. I'm going to go for a knockoff into the Arcanine. And I know this Torkoal is probably going to live it, but I'm not too worried about the Torkoal at the moment. I'm actually more worried about the Arcanine. Sending out his own Muck. Okay, well, I'm going to be knocking something off of him. Torkoal's going for the Protect. Okay, he's going to try to set up He's gonna try to set something up here. Not very effective. Figgy Berry. Alright, so I'm gonna go for a Tri-Attack into that Muck again. Then I think I'm gonna do a switch. My Silvally is pretty much dead. I could keep him in back, but I could get knocked off, is what I'm worried about. So I could do that. Or I can wait until one of my Pokemon faints and have Silvally. You know what? I'm gonna keep Muck. I'm just gonna go for a Poison Jab into the Torkoal. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. Try attacking a Muck. I don't know how much this is even gonna do. Actually did a decent chunk. Toxic. Doesn't affect Muck. Poison Jab. How much is this gonna do? Not very much at all. Heat Wave. Now, how much is this gonna do to my Muck? Not enough to proc the berry. The mist disappeared from the battlefield. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do a switch here, actually. Because he seems quite determined on poisoning my Porygon 2. Oh, he's just gonna go for another Protect, I feel like. But even if he does, that's alright, because if he doesn't target my Porygon 2, my Silvally has free reign. Yep. And he's gonna go for a knockoff. Knew it. Alright, so now, mind you, my Porygon 2 can come in and rain havoc. Do I feel like getting poisoned? But I feel like it would be worth it to get that Muck out of here. Because if he knocks off my Porygon 2, we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, we're gonna double into this Muck here. Because even if it doesn't kill, it's not very effective. Shadow Sneak, however, is not very effective either. So I feel like we're just gonna go for the Poison Jab. So we're gonna double into this Muck to make sure that I'm not gonna get knocked off. I'll end up getting poisoned, but I feel like that's a good price to pay. Well, it was a speed tie. Alright, my Eviolite's gone. I'm getting this Poison Jab off. That Muck is going to be out of here. So I could have went for a Shadow Sneak and maybe that would have killed. Hidden Power Fighting? Alright, so he's got a few options here. Alright, I'm gonna go for a Recover. And then I'm gonna go for a knockoff into this Arcanine, because we didn't get a chance to knock it off, and it's probably a berry. I feel like a Snarl's gonna come out, or he's just gonna go into a full-blown attack. Yep, Protect. Now it's going for Flare Blitz. Okay, I'm fine with this. Yeah, which is weird. Why am I fine with this, you guys may asking? Well, it does a little bit of damage to itself. I'm getting a knockoff off. So that's gonna be his berry down. Now, I still have my berry available. So I think I'm gonna get the Poison Jab off into that Torkoal spot. Because Arcanine might go for a Flare Blitz into me Muck. Like, even if I live. There we go. Or even if I die. What's gonna happen here? Yep. You gotta be kidding me. He got so freaking lucky. I better get a poison on this at least. I better at least get a poison on this. I lost to Hacks, guys. Yeah, there's no point of continuing this. I lost. So, we're gonna forfeit. Because if it wasn't for that burn, I could have clutched it out. I could have had that Torkoal dead. and I could have had the Arcanine off, or I could have had the Arcanine gone in the next turn, so that burn really screwed me up. Anyways, guys, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you soon. Have a good one. No valid data, huh? That's weird.